Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Show channel. As you guys can see, it's the special guest Salman again. If you have been regular to this channel, you might have recognized him from another segment that we have, that is the Dial Square Football Show. We are yet to record another episode because of me traveling and him being very active. I'm not active, he's always been active with his office work. He's been a bit busy with his office work as well. So, yeah, we've not recorded for that. But here we are after the big conclusion of the Manchester City versus Arsenal game, and these are our final thoughts. First off, we'll start with Salman.
Yeah.
Salman, what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, so I think the point Arsenal will take because it's a point at Etihad. They have scored in at the Etihad for 57 games straight. Right. To keep a clean sheet there in the home match and the away match, it's a great defensive job. It's a great shift from how we used to feel about these matches. Before it used to be all kind of scary. It was scary today also, but the kind of performances the players felt put in, it was not scary from their end. So that's great to see. It's a great point, and it's not a lot of Arsenal fans, a lot of other fans are going a bit of overboard with it's a must-win game. It's not really. There's still 9 games to go, tough games left from our end. Even if we won today, it was not that we are going to be champions. Even if we lost today, it was not going to be that we are out of the title race. So it's a good point. It's a point which it seems that Arsenal was a bit timid today, but it's a point which also shows that we are serious about being professional and getting the points when we need it, and understanding the game and the situation. It was not a game where you go and just attack City and open yourself up and lose badly, and that would have been worse than what happened today. If we went today and showed guts but lost 4-0 or 3-0, that would have been shattering for the entire season. I think this draw keeps the morale high, keeps the momentum going. So yeah, it's great, and kudos to our defense and kudos to our attack. In the sense that they did create enough chances to win. In fact, they created more with less in compared to City.
I mean, to be fair, the first half, I think, was the only time where we looked like we almost scored with Jesus having probably 1 or 2 chances. I think there was one clear-cut chance where he had tried to do a bunch of fakes and then take a shot when he was completely crowded. I think apart from that one chance that we properly had, the other chance was the Trossard one. Yeah. I think he could have passed it much more earlier to Gabriel Martinelli, but again, the other talk could be Akanji could have made up the ground to take off the ball off Martinelli.
I mean, it's a lot of ifs and buts.
Exactly.
I think the Jesus chance is the one which I would say was a good chance because he overtried it. He could have. This is the way maybe the only criticism could come of Arsenal, that they were a bit timid. But I do understand why, because it's a big game, and sometimes in this big games, winning is a big thing, and if you win, it's a huge moral boost. But sometimes not losing is more important. So going to City, and let's be honest, now a lot of rival fans are coming at us for drawing and being timid, but almost I don't think in the heart of hearts any rival fans expected us to even take a point today. They don't want to admit it, but they didn't expect us to do anything. They thought that City will come and cakewalk over us again, but it didn't happen that way, and arguably we had the better chances across the 90 minutes to win the match.
I think remember that Haaland missed at the goal post. I think that was probably the most clearest chance either of the teams had, because it didn't look like Haaland was trying to take the shot. It didn't look like he was trying to pull
Was he onside for that?
I think he was onside. We don't know.
We don't know. He didn't even touch the ball.
Exactly.
So
he was just trying to cut in, or he was trying to take the shot. We have no idea. But that, if it was not offside, I think that was the most clearest chance either of the teams ever had. So honestly feeling, like you said, rival fans are telling that, Arsenal have dropped points, Arsenal have done this. The whole point is that we have not lost.
Exactly.
In the context of the title run, I've said this in a prediction game. I've said even in the previous video with the City fan, I've said that if we lose, that's a huge loss in morale. But if we win or if we draw, we're still having a lot of morale, because, like you said, we've not we have ended City's 57 games where they kept scoring. We've kept a clean sheet at Etihad. I don't know when was the last time we had a clean sheet against City or Etihad. I mean, we had this season in starting where we won, but to be very fair, that was a very lucky goal. Let's be very honest. But going to Etihad, getting a point, keeping a clean sheet was probably the moral boost that we needed for the rest of the run.
Agreed.
As well as the Champions League that we'll potentially be facing Bayern as well. That we'll talk about very soon, but I think in context of the title race, it is really, really important that we do not lose.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's do or die yet. Still a lot of games to go. Especially for Arsenal, it was not a title deciding match for us because if we won, we still have to face Chelsea at home. We have to go to Spurs away. We have to go to United away. So in that way, yes, you can argue that maybe it's good to take points when we can. But today was not the day to say that, okay, this is a bad result. If we'll draw at Luton coming up, then we can say, okay, that's a catastrophic result. This is not a bad draw. And I would like to draw the parallels to the draw we had last year in the same situation. When we went to Liverpool at Anfield, where we were in a better position and we drew, but that felt like a loss. That result, but this today doesn't feel like a loss. It actually feels opposite. It feels almost like a win. It almost feels a positive vibes are coming from this result. So I think Arsenal fans should be not too disheartened with this draw. In fact, I would say they should be kind of proud of this performance. It's not easy to go at Etihad and nullify City. If you look at it in a if you look at it in a neutral way, in a proper unbiased way, Haaland was nowhere to be seen. KDB was nullified totally.
I think that is an important factor because we Arsenal were able to nullify Haaland this season in the start, but the questions were coming up.
If KDB plays,
if KDB plays, if Rodri plays, how will Arsenal face against them? I think that is a huge test about how we could face them or how we are progressing as a team. Because honestly telling, when Rodri and KDB were out when we played them at the Emirates, I was genuinely happy. We spoke about how this could be the game that we could get 3 points.
Yes.
But this game, I think, with them two back, there were obvious rumors that KDB is out from the Belgium team. We all knew that was all tactics. That's pure tactics.
Even Arteta played it.
Exactly, both psychopaths. I mean, Spanish people.
Saka even called the physio to be subbed off when he actually had a very bad performance.
True.
He just used the physio to hide his performance today.
True. I mean, that's about the game. But let's talk about a couple of players that we think kind of impacted. First thing first, it was honestly very refreshing that Arsenal had a starting lineup and a good bench.
Yeah.
We had a starting lineup we had a bench that complement the starting lineup as well. So when I said when I tweeted, I was saying I do not recognize my team. I genuinely didn't recognize my team with a good bench as well. But any key or one or two players that you think were really important for this game and have done significant.
So obviously you have to. I think I'll group the entire backline. I don't think it's right to single out one. They all were really good. I really liked Kiwior's performance in the sense that it was a big game for him. And Tommy was back, Zinni is back, Timber is not far. So it was a good audition for him. Okay, I'm here, my place is for me. I'm not going to lose it that easily. And he put in a great shift. Gabriel Saliba, I don't think there's any more things left to say anymore. I genuinely think they are the best centre back pairing right now in the world. I don't think anyone is kind of doing what they're doing. And White is White. That one situation where they pinged the ball between him and Jesus and
the confidence
that's only Ben White can do that in our team.
That's true.
So that is one group I'd like to single. So second point is actually a substitute I'd like to talk about was Thomas Partey. It was a very good performance actually from Partey. We could see what Jorginho brings, but this is what Partey does. Partey is able to do what Jorginho does while also being defensively solid. He opened up quite many passes for us. I think those people were the ones deserving to be singled out. And in attack, Jesus was the only one who did something. He didn't have the end product, but he did something.
In terms of doing something, I guess you could say Jesus, but I think you got to give credit to Kryptonite Kai because to be very fair, he's won most of the headers. He's won I felt most of the hard work that needed to be done up top, or most of the counters that needed somebody to be there as a target man. I think Kai was the only person there. to be very
it
honest.
It just shows what confidence does.
Exactly. I fear that Arsenal wouldn't be able to do the same things as they have done before the 90-day break. I think the only player that I feel was kind of rusty was Kivior. It could either be the pressure taking over him.
And he played 120 minutes in the Euros qualifying also.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. That could be the fatigue thing.
Just 4 days ago.
Yeah, 4 days back as well. That could be the fatigue. Who knows?
He still played good even though he played 120 minutes. I don't think he got that much, as much as I expected him to.
That is true.
Especially with Silva there and Jesus being kind of a more attacking winger. But I guess he could have done better, but I don't think it caused any issues for us.
But okay, I guess that is a positive way of looking at it. I'm probably being very critical about it. The one player that I think was in my opinion a very impactful sub was Tomiyasu. He's been rusty. He's barely got any minutes before even the international break. So I genuinely was scared when he was brought on. But to be very fair, I think if he started as well, it could have been something else. It could have been like a complete back four of package where none of them were bad. The only two criticisms I had today was how Raya was a huge letdown. I think his distribution was not on point today. We kind of lacked that proactive thinking or the passing from the back, or he kept slipping. I don't know for what reason.
A lot of players did.
Exactly. It was not just in one box. He slipped in the first half. He slipped in the second half as well.
He didn't slip in the box in the second half. But if you see the other half where the Arsenal fans were, Odegaard slipped.
Oh yeah, Odegaard slipped.
A lot of players slipped.
Magalhaes, I think.
Magalhaes also slipped. So I think that area of the pitch was
probably overwatered or something. Yeah. And the second criticism I had was how bad Saka was. I mean, he is Arsenal star boy. He's doing well, but I think to be fair to him, he had only one training session before today's game.
I don't think it's a bit fair. I mean, it's okay. He had a bad game. I agree. It's just that we didn't attack at all. In most of 90% of the game, we had 26%. That's not never happens with us. And what do you say? We and the only chances we had were put it up to Kai and Kaida or something. So it's if I really have to single out one person who didn't do anything, not from our team, but I would say Haaland. Where was Haaland?
That's true.
Haaland was nowhere to be seen when City had so much of the ball, and even Kevin De Bruyne. They say it's such a big game player, but they had almost 75% of the game they had the ball and they didn't do anything with it. I think one shot on target, that to that Ake header. So so that's the thing. I don't think it's fair to single out any of our strikers.
Okay.
And I feel even Odegaard was missing one or two of his.
Oh yeah, Odegaard
one of his passes where he just puts it on the plate.
True. He did have that one amazing pass to again Trossard, where Trossard could have put it to Martinelli, but I think only that was one moment he has done.
It's
but he kept pressing the entire game, so we got to give credit for that.
I think that's a very underrated thing. Is if you actually noticed all the results which happened this week after the international break, it's very common, and it happened this week. Every away team lost. Every away team lost this game week.
Lost or no? This one
draw. They didn't win.
I think they didn't win.
No away team won. So even Arsenal. So it's after the international break you come and then you have to prepare for 2 days and then go away. It's difficult. So I think if you have to factor in that, and if you remember, even Liverpool went to City after the international break and they also drew. So and we are the only team in that 3-horse race that has not lost to any of the other two teams.
Oh yeah, I think out of the 12 points,
8
we've got 8 points. So I think that's a huge improvement for us when compared to last season. I think last season we lost to City both times. Against
Liverpool. We lost at Anfield. No, we drew at Anfield.
We drew at Anfield and we won at Emirates.
We lost to City 2 times last.
Exactly. So those are our points. Salman, do you have any other points that you want to discuss?
No, I think title race is still on for us. I think it's going to be great in Champions League. If anyone has watched the Bayern game, they know that Bayern is a beatable team. So I think Arsenal are good to go for both fronts. Let's see what happens at the end of the season.
Well, that's the confidence from our co-host and my best friend Salman. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section as well. And if you guys are new here, do keep subscribing. We are on path to hit 500 subscribers as soon as possible. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon in a new video. Probably we will do the roundup that we've been waiting for a long time. We had the Porto game. We had a lot of catch up as well. So yeah, we'll see you guys soon in a new fresh video. So good day, good night, and good evening wherever you are in the world. Bye bye.
Bye.